You are hereby expelled from this school for being pregnant. It is against the school rules.
The auditorium at Lagos State University was packed to the brim that fateful afternoon in October, the air thick with the humid Lagos heat and the murmurs of over 1,000 students. Rain pounded against the tin roof like an angry drumbeat, mirroring the storm raging inside 18-year-old Adaise Okoro's chest. She stood at the front, her school uniform clinging to her sweat-dampened skin, her hands trembling as she clutched the edges of the podium. The vice chancellor's voice boomed through the microphone, cutting through the tension like a knife. Adeze Okoro, you are hereby expelled from this institution for gross misconduct, being pregnant out of wedlock. This university has zero tolerance for such immorality that tarnishes our reputation. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Adaisy's knees buckled and she collapsed onto the stage, tears streaming down her face as sobs racked her slender frame. The room erupted in chaos, whispers turning to shouts, some students cheering in mock judgment, others staring in horrified silence. But amid the uproar, one question hung unspoken in the air. Who was the father? No one asked. Not the vice chancellor, not the disciplinary committee, not even her closest friends who averted their eyes in shame. Why? What dark secret lurked behind this expulsion that silenced an entire university? A Daisy's world shattered in that moment, her dreams of becoming a doctor evaporating like morning mist over the Lagos lagoon. Little did anyone know this was just the beginning of a web of betrayal, hidden power, and forbidden love that would unravel the lives of the city's elite. Hey, reader, if this heart pounding drama has you on the edge of your seat, hit that subscribe button right now to never miss a twist in stories like this. Your support keeps the emotions flowing. And drop a comment below. Who do you think the father is? Let's discuss and build the suspense together. As the security guards dragged Adaise off the stage, her mind flashed back to how it all began 6 months earlier in the bustling streets of Ikeja, where fate and a charming stranger had sealed her destiny. Adaise had always been the golden girl of her family. Born into a modest home in the crowded suburb of Ikeja, Lagos, she was the first in her lineage to secure a scholarship to the prestigious Lagos State University. Her father, Mr. Chukwuma Okoro, a hard-working mechanic who fixed Danfo buses from dawn till dusk, had pinned all his hopes on her. You will lift us out of this poverty, my daughter, he'd say, his calloused hands ruffling her hair. Her mother, a petty trader selling akara by the roadside, prayed daily for Adaizi's success. But Lagos, with its glittering high rises and shadowy underbelly, had other plans. It started innocently enough. Adaize was rushing to her anatomy lecture one rainy morning when she collided with him. Emeka Nwosu, a third-year law student known across campus as the Prince of Lasu, tall, with a disarming smile and eyes that sparkled like the city lights at night. Emeka was the son of Chief Nwosu, one of Lagos's most influential businessmen, owner of a chain of oil depots that fueled the city's endless traffic. Watch where you're going, beautiful, he teased, helping her pick up her scattered books. From that moment, sparks flew. But was it love or something more sinister? Their courtship was a whirlwind. Stolen glances in the library, secret meetings at the university's botanical garden, and late night phone calls where Emeka whispered promises of a future together. Adaise, naive and starry eyed, fell hard. She ignored the warnings from her roommate, Kioma, who whispered, Emeka is from money. Girls like us are just playthings to them. But Daisy believed in fairy tales. Until one night, under the neon glow of a Lagos club in Victoria Island, things escalated. Emeka's hands wandered, his words slurred with alcohol, and in a moment of passion, boundaries blurred. The next morning, regret gnawed at her, but Emeka assured her, I'll take care of you. We're in this together. Weeks turned into months, and the signs appeared nausea, fatigue, a missed period. Adais confided in Emeka, her voice trembling over the phone. I'm pregnant. Silence. Then we'll handle it quietly. My father can't know. But handling it meant something different to him. He vanished, his number suddenly unreachable, his friends claiming he'd transferred to a university abroad. Ades was left alone, her belly swelling as her world crumbled. Back in the present, as she was bundled into a taxi outside the university gates, Adaisy's phone buzzed. An anonymous text. They know who the father is, but asking would destroy everything. Her heart raced. Who sent this? What did they mean? The rain intensified, blurring the city lights as the taxi sped toward Ikeja, leaving her expulsion behind. But the real storm was just brewing. Adaez arrived home that evening to a house shrouded in silence. The small two-bedroom flat in Ikeja, with its peeling paint and constant hum of generators from neighboring compounds, felt like a prison. Her father sat in the dimly lit living room, his face etched with disappointment deeper than the potholes on Lagos roads. Adeze, what have you done? He whispered, not meeting her eyes. Her mother wept quietly in the corner, clutching her rosary beads. No questions about the father, just judgment. That night, sleep evaded Adaeze. She tossed on her narrow bed, the ceiling fan whirring uselessly against the heat. Memories flooded her. Childhood in Ikeja, playing hopscotch on dusty streets while dodging Okada motorcycles, dreaming of escaping the cycle of poverty. Now, at 18, she was trapped, but curiosity burned. Why hadn't anyone asked about the father? Was Emeka's family that powerful? Chief Nosu's influence stretched from the oil magnates in Ikoyi to the politicians in Abuja. Rumors swirled that he could make problems disappear with a single phone call. The next day, Adesi ventured out, her swollen belly hidden under a loose wrapper. She headed to the university's back gate, hoping to find Kioma. The campus buzzed with gossip. Students pointed and whispered as she passed. That's the expelled girl, one said. Pregnant and alone, serves her right. Tension mounted as Adaze spotted Emeka's best friend, Tunde, lounging under a mango tree. Tunde, please, she begged, tears welling. Where is Emeka? He needs to know. Tunde's eyes darted nervously. Ada, you shouldn't be here. Chief Noosu, he warned us. Emeka's gone to London. Forget him. But as he turned away, Adeze grabbed his arm. Why won't anyone ask who the father is? What's the secret? Tunde paled. Because if they do, heads will roll. Stay away, Adeze, for your own good. Emotion choked her as she walked away, the weight of betrayal pressing down. Back home, a knock at the door startled her family. It was Auntie Ngozi, her mother's sister from Surulere, bearing news. I've heard whispers. Chief Noosu paid off the vice chancellor to expel you quietly. No investigation, no questions. Addis's blood boiled. Was this corruption at play? The curiosity deepened. Who else knew? As days blurred into weeks, Adesi's isolation grew. She wandered Lagos's markets, from the chaotic Balogun to the serene Lekki beaches, seeking answers. One evening at a Buka eatery, she overheard two women gossiping. That Lasu girl? The father's a big shot son. They covered it up to protect the family name. Her heart pounded. Tension escalated when she received another anonymous text. Meet me at Freedom Park tomorrow. I know the truth. Who was this mysterious ally? Friend or foe? The emotional turmoil peaked as Adais debated going, her hand protectively over her belly. The baby kicked, a reminder of the life she now fought for. Freedom Park in Ojota was alive with the sounds of Lagos. Street performers drumming on makeshift instruments, vendors hawking suya, and couples strolling under the evening lights. Adaeze arrived at dusk, her nerves frayed like the frayed edges of her old handbag. The park, once a colonial prison, now a symbol of freedom, felt ironic. She sat on a bench near the fountain, scanning faces in the crowd. A figure approached, a woman in her late 30s, dressed in a sharp business suit, her hair in neat cornrows. Adaeze, I'm Lara, a journalist with Punch newspaper. I sent the text. Adaise's eyes widened. Why me? What do you know? Lara glanced around, tension evident in her posture. Your expulsion isn't just about morality, it's a cover up. Chief Nosu's son, Emeka, is the father, but there's more. The chief is running for governor next election. A scandal like this could ruin him. He bribed the university to expel you without questions. Emotions surged in Ada's anger, relief, betrayal. But why not abort or something? Why let it get this far? Lara leaned in, voice low. Because Emeka isn't the only one. There are others, girls like you, silenced over the years. I have files, evidence, but I need your story to expose it. Curiosity gripped Adaze. Was she part of a pattern? As they talked, a black SUV pulled up nearby, its tinted windows ominous. Lara froze. We have to go. They're watching. They fled through the park's back exit, hearts racing. Back in Ikeja, Adaeze confided in her parents. Her father exploded. Chief Noosu, that man owns half of Lagos. We can't fight him. Her mother, tearful, hugged her. My child, think of the baby. The drama intensified when Adaeze's phone rang, Emeka's number. Eta, meet me. I can explain. Was it a trap? The emotional pull was strong. Curiosity about his side burned. Tension built as she agreed to meet at a quiet cafe in Yaba the next day. At the cafe, Emeka looked haggard, his once charming face lined with worry. Ada, I love you, but my father, he forced me to leave. He said if I claimed the child, he'd disown me. Tears flowed as Adezi confronted him. You abandoned me, and now the whole city thinks I'm a slut. Emeka reached for her hand. Help me fight him, together. But as they spoke, two burly men entered the cafe, eyes locked on them. Time to go, young master, one growled. Emeka was dragged away, leaving Adaez in shock. Who sent them? The curiosity deepened, emotions raw. Weeks passed, and Adajese's pregnancy advanced, her belly now prominent. She moved in with Auntie Ngozi in Surulere to escape the gossip in Ikeja. The house, a cozy bungalow with a small garden, offered temporary peace. But tension simmered. Lara visited often, building a case. We have emails, bank transfers, proof of bribes, she said. Adaeze's resolve hardened, but fear lingered. What if Chief Nwosu came after her family? One night, a brick shattered the window, a note attached. Stop digging or the baby pays. Emotion overwhelmed Adaize. She called up, sobbing, protecting her unborn child. Her aunt comforted her. We must be strong. Lagos eats the weak. Curiosity drove her to dig deeper. She visited the university library undercover, poring over old newspapers. Stories of other girls expelled under mysterious circumstances, all linked to powerful families. Drama peaked when Emeka snuck away to see her. Fathers planning to send thugs, run Ada. They shared a tearful embrace, rekindling old flames. But was he trustworthy? As he left, Adaize spotted a tail, a car following him. Hey reader, if this emotional roller coaster has you hooked on Adaize's fight for justice, share this story with a friend and tag them in the comments. Let's spread the word and see who else guesses the next twist. The alliance with Lara grew. They met a whistleblower, a former university staffer named Mr. Adebayo, who revealed Chief Nwosu isn't just bribing. He's got dirt on the vice chancellor, embezzlement. That's why no one asked questions. Tension escalated during a secret meeting in a Lagos hotel where gunshots rang out nearby. Was it coincidence or targeted? Adaize's labor pains began prematurely from stress, adding emotional depth. In the hospital, as doctors rushed her in, she whispered to Lara, expose them, for my child. The delivery room at Lagos University Teaching Hospital was a blur of white coats and beeping machines. Adaze screamed through contractions, sweat matting her hair. Push Adaze, the doctor urged. Hours later, a cry filled the room. A baby girl, tiny and perfect, with Emeka's eyes. Adaze held her, tears of joy mixing with sorrow. I'll name you Ifeoma, beautiful thing, she whispered. but joy was short-lived. News of the birth spread, and Chief Nwosu's shadow loomed. Emeka visited secretly, holding his daughter for the first time. She's ours, Ada. I'll fight for you. Emotion choked them both. Yet curiosity nagged. Why had Chief Nwosu allowed this? Lara uncovered more. The chief had a secret child from an affair, hidden to protect his image. Your story mirrors his past. That's why he's ruthless. Tension built as thugs raided Auntie Ngozi's house, searching for evidence. Adaeze fled to a safe house in Aja, baby in arms. Drama unfolded when Emeka confronted his father at their mansion in Banana Island. She's my child. I won't let you destroy her. Chief Nwosu laughed coldly. Boy, you know nothing. That girl is a threat. A slap echoed, blood trickling from Emeka's lip. Adaeze, in hiding, received a package. Photos of Emeka with other girls. Betrayal stung. Was he playing her? The emotional turmoil deepened, curiosity about his true intentions burning. In the sweltering heat of Asia, Adaeze adapted to motherhood. Ifeoma's coups brought light to dark days. Lara's investigation gained momentum. She published an anonymous op-ed hinting at the scandal. Lagos buzzed. Social media exploded with Beatrice, who is the father, trending. Tension rose when Chief Nwosu's lawyers sued the newspaper for defamation. Emeka Thorne testified secretly for Lara. Father, you're a hypocrite, he confessed in a heated family dinner. The chief's rage exploded. You'll regret this. Adaeze met a support group of expelled girls, sharing stories of powerful men evading responsibility. Emotion bonded them tears, hugs, vows of justice. But curiosity piqued with a revelation. One girl claimed Chief Nwosu was her baby's grandfather. Incestuous ties? Drama climaxed at a press conference where Lara dropped hints. Thugs attacked, but police intervened, bribed or genuine. Adaeze watched from afar, heart pounding. Back in Ikeja, Adaeze reunited with her parents. Her father, softened by Ifeoma's smile, apologized. I should have asked about the father. Emotion flowed as family healed, but betrayal struck. Emeka was arrested for fraud, a frame up by his father. In jail, he called Adaeze, help me, I have proof against him. She visited, their hands touching two bars, tears streaming. Lara discovered the chief's offshore accounts funding cover-ups. Tension mounted during a raid on his office, documents seized. Curiosity, what else hid in those files? Drama intensified when Auntie Ngozi was kidnapped, a ransom note demanding silence. Adaeze, frantic, rallied the support group. A daring rescue in the slums of Mushin ensued, guns blazing in the night. With evidence mounting, Adaeze went public in a TV interview. I was expelled, but no one asked who the father is because he's protected by power. Lagos erupted. Protests outside the university. Chants for justice. Chief Nwosu countered with smears, calling Adaeze a gold digger. Emotion hit hard as her family faced threats. Emeka, released on bail, joined her side. I love you, he declared, proposing amid chaos. But tension spiked with a bomb threat at Lara's office. Who planted it? Curiosity led to a mole in their circle, Tunde, bribed by the chief. Drama peaked in a courtroom showdown, witnesses testifying against the chief. Adaeze's heart raced as secrets spilled. As the trial began, Adaeze faced Chief Nwosu in court. His glare chilled her. You ruined my son, he spat. She retorted, tears flowing. You ruined lives, Emeka testified, revealing abuse in his childhood. Emotion overwhelmed the room. Jurors wiped eyes. Curiosity about the chief's past unraveled. He had abandoned his own pregnant sister years ago. Tension built with assassination attempts on Adaeze. Bodyguards shadowed her, but in a quiet moment, she bonded with Ifeoma, vowing a better future. Drama escalated when the chief's wife confessed. I knew about the bribes. I helped. Family betrayal shattered him. Mid-trial, a DNA test confirmed Emeka as the father, publicly. Lagos gasped. But a twist. Another man claimed paternity. I set up to discredit Adaise. Lara exposed it as fake. Tension rose as protests turned violent, police clashing with students. Emotion peaked when Adaise's mother fell ill from stress. In the hospital, family reconciled fully. Curiosity: would justice prevail? Drama unfolded with Emeka kidnapping his father's files, revealing corruption ties to governors. The trial's climax: Chief Nwosu on stand breaking down. I did it to protect my legacy. Adaeze stood. At what cost? Gunfire erupted outside, thugs storming the court. Chaos ensued. Adaeze shielding Ifeoma. Emeka heroically disarmed one, saving lives. Tension dissolved into arrest. Chief Nwosu was convicted, bribery, corruption. Sentenced to prison, his empire crumbled. Adaeze was reinstated at university with scholarships. Emeka free, married. Her in a grand Lagos wedding, but emotion lingered. Forgiveness. Adaeze visited the chief in prison. I forgive you for my daughter's sake. Curiosity satisfied, but scars remained. Years later, Adaeze graduated as a doctor, Ifeoma thriving. Lagos changed, policies against cover ups enacted. Emeka ran for office, vowing transparency. Their family symbolized hope. Yet, in quiet moments, Adaeze wondered, what if someone had asked sooner? The end. But the story lives on.